official. Buy Anmo and you'll be tracked. And she's forcing credit card companies to be in on it.
Big Brother watching your gun and ammunition purchases.
And guess who's doing it? New York Governor Kathy Hochul signing 3 new gun control bills into law. One of them will change the way gun sales are tracked. The law requires firearm and ammunition purchases with a credit card, I mean, how else are you going to pay for them, be categorized separately from other purchases.
For more, let's bring in Second Amendment advocate, one of my favorite people to talk to, Colleen Noir. Colleen, does this, because this is reminiscent of Operation Choke Point under under President Obama, I think it was back in 2013, but is this kind of the standout in the nation in terms of trying to track people's gun and ammunition purchases?
I would say so, because it sets a very dangerous precedent. I actually know people on a personal level who have been debanked simply for using their bank credit card to purchase a firearm. And why else would you want to know what legal people are doing legally in terms of purchasing firearms unless you have the intention on using it to discriminate against them and their ability to continue to do so? You know, and they'll say and they'll point out the fact, oh, we want to do this so that we can stop potential mass shooters. Well, the vast majority of mass shooters bought their guns and acquired them legally. So this law would literally do nothing to actually stop the thing they're claiming it's going to stop. So that leads me to believe the only reason you want this is so that you can discriminate against gun owners.
Right. And wasn't it during the lead up to the election, or the last administration at least, when they were targeting basically Trump supporters, the credit card companies were, and they were flagging you if you shopped at certain places or you did, made certain transactions. Cabela's, I remember, the sporting goods store was one of them. Yeah. And they were doing it specifically for that purpose, to target.
Yes, and that's the thing that I've been pointing out for the longest time. They like to sell this idea that we're doing this for safety, for safety, for safety. But all it takes is a cursory look at what they're trying to do and understand that it's not going to do anything to make anyone safe. In reality, what it's designed to do is to allow them to become more aware of what you're purchasing from a firearm standpoint, so that they can create what they need to create in order to restrict it even further. Not only just from a consumer standpoint, but even merchants. I can't think of a better way to restrict firearms than to penalize merchants who decide to sell guns to the public legally.
Yeah.
Colleen, that's what Operation Choke Point did, and it was President Obama's Department of Justice that targeted payday lenders and firearms dealers, perfectly legal business, but it tried to debank them and remove them from basically the financial business and prevent them from transacting business. And if it works here, it will catch on in other states. And I hope somebody sues the pants off of New York State under the Second Amendment.
I absolutely agree with you, because if you ask me, I can't think of anything more unconstitutional than to simply deny somebody the ability to bank because they're selling an item that's protected under our Constitution. Amen. And I think people really have to absolutely understand that, because I think a lot of people just kind of treat the Second Amendment as this kind of theoretical thing, and it's not.
Right. And the only reason the Obama Justice Department rolled it back is because they got caught.
Your family's safety is in your hands. Train to protect what matters most. Please like, share, follow, comment, and follow @Anmo_tactical on all social media platforms.